push back on trade requests by holdout Haason Reddick. The New York Jets' contract standoff with Haason Reddick took an ugly turn Monday, as the Pro Bowl edge rusher officially requested a trade. The Jets fired back immediately with a strongly worded statement, saying they have no intention of satisfying his demand. "We have informed Haason that we will not trade him, that he is expected to be here with his teammates, and that he will continue to be fined per the CBA if he does not report," General Manager Joe Douglas said in the statement. "Since the trade discussions back in March, we have been clear, direct, and consistent with our position. Our focus will remain on the guys we have here as we prepare for the regular season." Reddick, unhappy with his contract, has missed 21 days of training camp, incurring a mandatory $50,000 fine per day. All told, counting fines and lost bonus money from an off-season bonus, the holdout has cost him $1.7 million. This is an unusual situation because he was acquired in a trade only 4 months ago. Reddick hasn't practiced a single day with the Jets. He has stepped foot in their facility only once for his physical and introductory news conference on April Fool's Day. In late March, the Jets traded a 2026 conditional third-round pick to the Philadelphia Eagles for the two-time Pro Bowler. They were under the impression that he'd play under his existing contract, sources said, but it became an issue when Reddick skipped the entire offseason, including mandatory minicamp. "The Jets won't negotiate with a player unless he's in camp," source said, and Reddick refuses to report unless his contract is upgraded. This is his second trade request in the last 6 months. Reddick, 29, is due to make a non-guaranteed $14.25 million in base pay, the final year of the 3-year, $45 million contract he signed with the Eagles as a free agent in 2022. He felt he had outperformed his contract, and wants a contract commensurate with the top edge rushers. It's the main reason why the Eagles decided to shop him in the offseason despite his quality production. The Houston Texans' Danielle Hunter, 29, who has the same sack production as Reddick over the last 2 seasons, 27 apiece, signed a 2-year, $49 million contract in free agency. Reddick could be targeting that number. Over the last 4 seasons, Reddick has recorded 50.5 sacks, 4th in the league over that span. After losing sack leader Bryce Huff to the Eagles in free agency, the Jets swooped in to trade for Reddick, one of a handful of big-name acquisitions in 2024. Curiously, the Jets didn't cement Reddick's contract situation at the time of the trade, although sources indicated that they did offer to extend his contract. How much they offered isn't clear, but it likely fell well short of the guarantee he's seeking. Afterward, the Jets told Reddick their preference was to revisit the contract later in the season or perhaps after the season, sources said, adding that the team was surprised when he didn't show for any voluntary workouts. Neither Reddick nor his representation have commented. Reddick became the 4th known player under Douglas to request a trade. The others, safety Jamal Adams, wide receiver Denzel Mims, and wide receiver Elijah Moore. Each player eventually was traded. Reddick has accumulated $1.05 million in mandatory fines for skipping 21 days in training camp, as stipulated by the collective bargaining agreement. By rule, the fines can't be rescinded. He also picked up approximately $300,000 in discretionary fines, based on a clause in the CBA. Going back to the spring, Reddick's minicamp absence cost him a mandatory $100,000 fine. Additionally, he forfeited a $250,000 workout bonus by staying away in the off-season. The Jets have big plans for Reddick, who turns 30 on September 20th. He's slated to start at defensive end in their front 4, replacing John Franklin Myers, who was traded to the Denver Broncos. Michael Clemens and Will McDonald have split time in training